Hello and welcome to my third tutorial video. In this video, I'll be talking about the rest of the variables we'll need to add to the NPC, which I probably should have done in the first video, and the HUD, so we don't have to add them in the middle of coding the main widget blueprint. After we do that, I'll also show how to make the extra widget blueprints we'll need for the HUD. So let's go ahead and open the NPC. Now, the max number of text boxes variable can be changed to max number of text boxes NPC, because I have changed this and we no longer is for both NPC and characters. You can have different number of text boxes for both of them, and actually you can have an infinite number of text boxes for the character now, since here we added a scroll box. It didn't used to be a scroll box, but I changed that, so it works a lot better now. Next, we'll need two more int variables. Integer. Make them public. First one will be max number of characters per line NPC. Okay, copy that. And this one will be character. So this will be the max number of characters you can have in a line before it'll make it a new line. And that'll work perfectly for the NPC, but if you use too many lines for the character, it will start to make it a little small. So you got to be careful about that. It'll also make them a little bit uneven. The text font size will be a little bit different for each new line because of how it's set up. I've tried to fix that, but it makes them really small if I don't do it the way I'm going to show you in a second after we finish all these variables. But let's go ahead and finish these. So now we'll need a actor variable, which will be an array. All the rest of these will be an array. This will be the merchant items. So this will be the items for the merchant. We'll need another int. This will be the amount of each item. So you don't have to add multiple items to this array. You can just add one and then make it a number. And here it will just say how many of those items the merchant has, except without actually adding them, so it improves performance. Next we'll have a text. Oh, that's a string. Text, which will be the quest text. Another one, this will be a name, which will be quest IDs. So you can ID each of your quests, and you'll know, the HUD will know which quest you're currently using or finished, etc., etc. Make these public. Now we'll need a boolean. So it's actually not an array. This will be item images. So if your buttons have images for each item or not. And there we go. Public. And okay, so that's that for the NPC. So let's quickly open up HUD. Go into the graph. Open up Conversations Variables tab, or if you just have it regular, not like this, then just go ahead and, doesn't really matter, add a variable, or we can actually duplicate. And this will be a text, which will be NPC Text. Duplicate that. I guess you can Control W also. Character text. Oops. Duplicate that. NPC loop. Character loop. Excuse me. And let's see, 2 ints. This will be NPC loop count. And character loop count. Enable NPC arrow. Okay, this is going. Oh, I wonder if. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to some of these variables because you can't make them until you've made the extra widgets. But let's go ahead and do the other ones that we can make. So we'll be. We're gonna need 4 Boolean arrays. Let's quickly just copy that 3 more times. We're gonna name this LV, which stands for leave. You can just make yours leave if you want, but this is shorter. QG for quest giver. SL for sell. And BY for buy. Next we'll need 2 more booleans, which will be enable by. Oh, wait, we already have those. Never mind. 3 ints. Will be section by loop count. Oh, and cell loop count. Okay. Now we'll need 3 name arrays. Now, these arrays are actually going to change later. Not really going to change, but they're going to be in a data structure. But right now, if I make the data structure an array, I can't add to the arrays inside of the array. If you have a data structure array that has arrays, it won't add to the other arrays. So I have to keep them like this for now. But this will be optimized when they fix that bug. But these are the main quest IDs, sub quest IDs, and just the regular, all the quest IDs. We'll need 2 more bools. Quest bool and set quest failed. And last, 1 int. Quest number. Okay. So now, let's start creating the extra widgets we'll need so we can make those other variables. So in your HUD folder, if you have a HUD folder, or if you don't, that's fine. We'll need, let's count how many we'll need. 1, 2, 3, 4 widget blueprints. So let's just duplicate, and duplicate. Okay, so this one will be character text, NPC text, quest text, and this one's just straight text. Okay, now that we have these 4 extra widgets, let's just go ahead and open up just the regular text, because I think that's the quickest one. So we'll add in, delete the canvas panel, add in a scale box, add in a text, and make the text black. Okay, center it, justify middle, go into the graph, add a variable, which is text variable, called text, public, go back to the designer, and bind this to text. And that's this for this one. Next we'll go to we'll just start with character text, although this one's the most complicated one. So delete the canvas panel again, add a button, and the button add a horizontal box, a vertical box, oh wait, in the horizontal box, add a scale box to the button. Oh wait, you can't add scale box to the button because you have to add it to the horizontal box. And in the scale box, add an image. This will be where our items are. So in the horizontal box, make sure it's fill. And the vertical box is fill. Scale box, auto. Okay. Item image, name it whatever you want, really, doesn't really matter. Item image. Have the item image, let's see. Okay, we're going to need to bind this. And make this a variable. Call it item image. There we go. Make that public. Set image. And visibility set to collapsed, and bind that. Yeah. Drag off, get get a select variable, and we'll add a Boolean variable. Item image. Oops, don't know how you spell it. There we go. Okay, drag that here. Take to the index. First one will be collapsed. Second one, visible. Visible. Back to designer. I think that's it for the image. Okay, go to the vertical box, make it a variable. Name it whatever you want. Oops. Okay. Let me check if we need to do anything with this. Yes, we do. Okay. So in the graph, let's see, we don't need any of these, but we'll click on the button, get the plus sign, Alt drag, set that to true, and we'll make an event dispatcher, call it button clicked, drag off of that and get call, connect that. So whenever this button's clicked, it'll call the event dispatcher, which will go to whatever other graph it's connected to, like the HUD, which it will be connected to later on. Next, we'll need a custom event. Create text. And this will have an input text variable. Text. Drag off here, get create widget. And it's the text we just made, text widget. Control drag holder. Add child. Connect that. And get that to that. Then drag off of this, click set text. And set it to the text of the event. Oh, we need to add another variable. Which will be text. Let's see, it's our text widget we just made. This one. And it's an array. Gotta make sure it's the, because there's a lot of text as you guys saw. So the first one says a simple static text widget. It's not that one. It's the second one. I'm pretty sure. So that one, make it an array. Call it widget. And that does not need to be public. Control, drag, add, connect, and connect. Okay. Next I have another custom event, which will be change text. And we need two variables, an integer and text. So this will be text. And line number. So we'll get the widget, drag off, connect that to line number. Drag off of this, set text, and to the text. And we'll need one more custom event. This will be reset number of lines. Drag off this for loop. Add an integer to this. Number of lines. This will be in the last index. The first index will be set to 1. And we'll get the length of this. Take that minus. And we'll minus it by the number of lines. Oops, there. Make sure I have the, yep, okay. And we'll get this, oops, last, and copy that. Connect, let's see, connect this to this. Oh, this actually is connected to the last index, not that. And after this, we'll get remove from parent. Connect that to that. And there we go. I think that's it for the character text. Okay, so now that we're done with the character text, I've actually found out that we do not need the NPC text. And we can actually use the text as NPC text. So what we're going to do is make it white again, but instead create a binding, and we'll select, make slate color, duplicate that twice, So, well, let's see, we need a bool, we'll call it NPC Text. Actually, we should make that black again if we're gonna... There. So, make that public. Drag it in there. So this will be black. And this will be white. Okay. So, done with that. Going to the quest text. Let's see, we need delete the canvas panel. Horizontal box. Uniform grid panel. Scale box. Scale box. Add two text to that. Text. Text. And scale box to the horizontal box. Oh, that's not a scale box. Scale box to the horizontal box. And let's see, where is it? Checkbox to the scale box. Okay. The grid panel will be fill. Scale box. Regular. Okay. Oh, scale box needs to be vertically aligned center and horizontal aligned center. And the checkbox is a variable. Yep. Okay. And we'll name it the quest objective checkbox. So it'll be fill, fill, and center. Okay. For our text, leave both. Oh wait, we gotta make the scale boxes fill and fill. First text will be small. I'm gonna copy this. Quest objective text. Set it to variable, and this will just be quest objective text. Oops. Okay, variable. And for both of these, set to fill. And for the small text, we'll set the font size to 12. Oops. Instead of 24. Okay. Make sure they're both justified to the center. And collapse them both. Okay, now we're going to bind them. And we're going to make this a variable. We call it just quest text. There we go. And we can bind that same one to the small text. Hold on, let's rename that real quick so it's not really big. Set text. There we go. And bind this. Let's see here. Select. Add variable small text. both of these public. Oops, wrong one. Set that there. First option, collapsed. Second option, set test invisible. Go ahead and rename that real quick. And for this one will be a different binding. So we'll go over here, select, and it'll be the opposite. So self hit test invisible and collapsed. Except we're going to use the same bool. Just drag it in there. There we go. Set that real quick. Rename it. Okay. Oh, we need to do. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it for both of the text, but we need to go back to the checkbox real quick and bind. Let's see. Oh, okay, so we need to create binding. What? Oh, okay. So actually, we don't need to do that. Remove that binding. We do not need that binding. Instead, go to the graph and get a custom event. We'll say set box, and off of this checkbox, drag it in, and get set checked state. We'll call it checked. Now this way it makes it so it's only checked, so you only can achieve the quest, you can't unachieve it. I don't know why you need to do that, but if you do, you could just make another event and make it to unchecked. So let's see, I think that's it for the quest text. And I think we're finished with all of the widgets. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, thank you for watching, guys.